Former Dallas Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo, here's his mugshot. That's because he was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence. According to the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office, the Wisconsin native was pulled over about 6 p.m. yesterday. He was on I-43 right near downtown Milwaukee. We went through the arrest report. It says Romo performed poorly, in their words, on a field sobriety test. He was charged subsequently with OWI in their state. The charge is operating while intoxicated.
Nobody expected to wake up to this headline. For years, Tony Romo has been one of football's most respected figures, a former Dallas Cowboys quarterback who reinvented himself as one of the NFL's most beloved broadcasters. His ability to predict plays before they happen made him famous all over again, earning praise from fans and analysts alike. But this time, it wasn't one of his predictions making headlines. Instead, it was his name connected to an arrest that quickly spread across social media and sports news. Tony Romo was arrested in Wisconsin on suspicion of a first offense operating while intoxicated, or OWI. Almost immediately, the internet exploded with opinions, jokes, and speculation. But before jumping to conclusions, it's important to understand what actually happened, why this story has captured so much attention, and why the facts matter more than the viral headlines. According to authorities, Romo was stopped by deputies while driving on Interstate 43 in Milwaukee County, Wisconsin. Officers reported observing signs that led them to conduct standardized field sobriety tests. After those tests, Romo was arrested on suspicion of a first offense AWI. He was taken into custody, booked, and later released. Authorities have scheduled a court appearance for September, and as of now, the legal process is still ongoing. That distinction is incredibly important because an arrest is not the same thing as a conviction. At this stage, the allegations have not been proven in court, and like anyone else, Romo is entitled to the legal process before any conclusions are reached. For many fans, one of the biggest questions was simple: why was Tony Romo even in Wisconsin? The answer actually goes back to where his story began. Long before he became the quarterback of America's team, Romo grew up in Burlington, Wisconsin. It's where he learned the game, developed into a standout athlete, and eventually earned a scholarship that launched his football career. Even after retiring from the NFL, Romo has remained closely connected to his home state, frequently returning during the summer for golf tournaments and charity events. So his presence in Wisconsin wasn't unusual at all. It was simply a return to the place where everything started. As news of the arrest spread, many people immediately assumed they understood what would happen next. However, Wisconsin has one of the most unique impaired driving laws in the United States. In many first offense OWI cases where no one is injured and there are no additional aggravating factors, the violation is generally handled as a civil offense rather than a criminal one. That surprises many people because in several other states, even a first DUI offense can carry criminal penalties. None of that changes the seriousness of impaired driving or the importance of road safety. But it does explain why legal experts have emphasized that Wisconsin's process is different from what many viewers may expect after reading only the headlines. The story has also sparked another question that football fans can't stop asking. Could this affect Tony Romo's broadcasting career? Since joining CBS after retiring from football, Romo has become one of the highest profile NFL analysts in television. His unique ability to read defenses before the snap transformed the way many fans watch games, and he quickly became one of the network's biggest stars. So naturally, when news of the arrest surfaced, speculation began almost immediately about whether CBS would respond. As of now, the network has not announced any disciplinary action, and there has been no public indication that his broadcasting role has changed. For the moment, that part of the story remains just that, speculation. What makes this story especially surprising is the reputation Romo built throughout his football career. During his years with the Cowboys, he dealt with criticism over playoff losses and injuries, but he largely avoided the kind of off-field controversies that have affected many professional athletes. After retirement, he successfully reinvented himself, earning praise from viewers and fellow broadcasters for his football knowledge and energetic style. Because of that history, seeing his name associated with an OWI arrest caught many fans completely off guard, It reminds us how quickly public perception can change when unexpected news breaks, especially in today's world where information spreads across social media within minutes. The reaction online has been exactly what you'd expect in the modern sports world. Some fans rushed to defend Romo, pointing out that the legal process has only just begun and that no verdict has been reached. Others criticized him immediately, arguing that professional athletes and public figures should be held to an even higher standard because of their influence. Meanwhile, countless memes, debates, and hot takes flooded social media feeds, showing once again how quickly public opinion can form, long before all the facts are available. It's a reminder that in today's digital age, headlines often travel much faster than the full story. Beyond the headlines and social media debates, this story also highlights a much larger issue. Driving while impaired remains one of the leading causes of preventable traffic fatalities across the United States. Regardless of who is involved, whether it's an NFL legend, a television analyst, or an everyday driver, the risks are real. Modern technology has made it easier than ever to avoid getting behind the wheel after drinking. Ride-sharing services, taxis, designated drivers, and public transportation provide safer alternatives that can prevent tragedies before they happen. While the legal case involving Romo will ultimately be decided through the courts, the broader lesson extends far beyond one individual. So where does the story stand today? The answer is actually much simpler than many headlines suggest. Tony Romo was arrested on suspicion of a first offense OWI following a traffic stop in Milwaukee County. He was booked, released, and is scheduled to appear in court as the legal process moves forward. At this point, no conviction has been announced, and the outcome of the case remains unknown. That's where the facts end, even if speculation continues online. Whether this ultimately becomes a minor chapter in Tony Romo's post-football life, or something with lasting consequences, remains to be seen. Until the legal process is complete, the only responsible conclusion is to let the facts, not assumptions, tell the rest of the story.